All right. Welcome, guys, to this live session here with your host, Trade FX. So, as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. Hope you had a great morning. We were on a live session here on London, very great session. So, we have another one here for you guys today, as if for New York. So, let's get on to it. So, as we do every time that we start our live, we got what? The news calendar, right? So this is the news calendar here for now. And basically, we had some GBP news, and uh, and that did move the market a lot. We're going to look at it here in a few minutes. So we have the core changing and the average earning index. So those were really negative. That was negative here. The first one, the second one here is at 9.5K that we were expecting. It was 32.1. So I think that was yeah. So that was really negative here. So that's why the mark on British pound, the market tanked at market open. So we're going to look at it here in a few. Other than that, we have the few euro news, unemployment rate. Yeah, we have unemployment rate here for the German here. So that was negative too, but it was basically positive, but overall negative. And we have Trump speaking here later on, and that's pretty much it for now. So let's go and open up the the charts here. Perfect. So let's close this out. I'm going to look to see exactly what happened here this morning. Fortunately, the that US30 trade stopped me out, but not a big loss. That's all good. So we'll see exactly what happened specifically. I think it went back to that first level and went back up. My TP was a little bit lower and didn't trigger. So I did put my take part here lower than that, but started to reverse. Even though it's still right now it's in the indecision mode, but I put my stop loss really tight, so that's the reason why it didn't go through. But it's all good. We're still in the game. Didn't risk a lot. I think it was less than 0.10% of the account, so that's all good. And in the meanwhile, we're gonna look at uh, all of the markets that we're looking at usually and see how it goes. So we have a continuation here on the downside. We did have German. We had a sell here. Now it's bouncing off, so it should retrace and start to go down again. Yeah. So almost reached that level here and started to go up. So we'll see exactly if it wants to continue to go down or do a like a W, do a do a lower high and start to retrace. So we could put a fib here from here to here. It's exactly at which region here it wants to reach if it wants to go to the upside. Let's look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ, we did get a buy here. We got a buy here. Now it's retracing a little bit. So we may start to go up. US30, US500. Same thing. So maybe starting to go bullish. Or maybe that will be the low of the week here overall on the indices, but we'll see. Gold was running up here for a few. Let's see where we're at right now. On gold, I'm just going to double check these settings here. And I'll explain to you the indicators here in a few after I do a run around of the market. So gold is looking bullish here, as you could see here. DXY, we're looking for a sell on DXY, and we did get it here. Yeah. So we just got it like if at 9, I think. Let me check. DXY. So DXY here, that alert. Yeah, we're just gonna put it on the left side so you can see the time. So DXY. Yeah, okay, because the settings on my end is off for the 30, so maybe the signal was not out, but DXY on the 1 minute higher time frame is there. So that's perfect. Then you have Euro USD bullish. That's what we're expecting. So I told you guys that when DXY was going down, we should be going up here on Euro USD and GU. So that's exactly what we have. So GU, we saw that live yesterday after that news event. That was around 2 a.m. As you can see, at 2 o'clock. Off of that news, price traded lower, went to those the levels here that were plotted here on a live London session, and now started to reverse off of it. Right, so good analysis. So your USD CAD bearish as DXY, CHF same thing. We're still in a bullish movement here, so we had a sell here. Now we're reversing here. So I think there was an indecision at that point and started to reverse up. Same thing here for USD JPY. We got all USD bullish here. Euro JPY bullish. So it did reverse here. GJ, same thing, reversing. And we have Euro CAD bullish. All right, perfect. And let's look at oil here. Oil should be starting to reverse. We're looking for a sell here for a long time. It was still bullish here since Friday, so still going up right now. So waiting for that sell to come in the downside. Let's look at Bitcoin. Yeah, so it's solid here since London. So right now it's trading at 109, 109. But Monday, New York, we were at 107. So pretty good. XRP here is at $2.34. So starting to pump. Should have some good news here regarding XRP by next Monday, because this is the end of the injunction for Ripple to get the case settled here. So we'll see exactly if it's going to be settled on Monday or they need an extension. Basically, it's really paperwork that needs to be clarified. So by Monday, we should have an answer off of that. And if that's the case, based on what I'm seeing here on XRP, we should be starting to move higher. So and almost reach those previous highs here that we had on XRP. But we'll see. All right, and finally we have the Indian index that we just got a sell. So that's perfect here. Great. So let's go on the live. Hey Leon, hope you have a great day. I think you were looking at the Euro JPY here for downside, but the price started to reverse after London, and that US30 trade didn't play out, but it was low risk, high reward, so it didn't hit. It's all good. Not risking 1% per trade, so it's really 0.10%. So that's more than enough. So they went twice towards that first level here. Thought they was going to break that previous swing, but it didn't. So I wanted it to break this one to go down lower, but now it wants to retrace to back to a level here. So it would start to go down eventually. So let's see. No, what am I doing? Remove and whoops. All right, so top to bottom. Okay, so right now I have that DXY. This is off of my 30-minute alert. And the ATP, perfect. So let's look at the US30. Just gonna see. All right, so let's see here. Got profit in German 40 and lost on S&P 500 overall. All right, perfect, great, great. So as long as you do like the percentage of winning, it's not really not important in trading. It's really if you have a winner, it's a big winner compared to what you lost. So that's how you're gonna recoup your account and grow your account. So That's really the most important thing. Oh yes, and we're gonna look into the automation. I didn't take the time to look at it after the live. So if you remember on the live, we were at around $300, I think. 370. No, I think it was at 400 or something like that. No, 300, 375. It's 374 when the last time that I looked. So I'm just going to load it up and see exactly where we're at. Y'all can see what's up. So, so we still have two trades running right now, but let me show you the closed trades here, the balance of the true closed trades. So we're at 506. So that since Asian, so 506, pretty good, more than good, because the lot size it's at two, and the take profit here is based off of it's drilling. So basically, how it works, you have two different type of drilling. You have a drilling stop, okay, so that's the regular one that people do, but you have drilling take profit, right? So the automation right now, the profit here since Asian, um, uh, $500, 508 to be precise, 508, and still running here. So since there's no news today, we're gonna leave it open here until the end of the New York session. So how it's gonna work is that as long as there's no news on in the U.S., because those trades are trading basically only two indices. So you have US30 and Nasdaq. So not trading German or not trading S&P 500. And based off of those two, it did 0.25% for the day, and that's really minimal to low risk. And if I would put it on the regular risk that I usually put, we would be uh, well over 1%, half a percent to 0.75% for the day. That's pretty good, more than good. Even though if you're doing like 0.25% every day, so that's pretty good. Yeah, so S&P 500. So there's a setup on S&P 500. Yeah, so this is the setup here on S&P 500. So you had to buy. for the white off. So let's do a rundown of the softwares here. So as we do every time, we're going to start with the MTA V4. So that's the multi-time frame analysis. So basically, that gives you the previous day high, previous day low, and mid-range pricing for the previous day. So that will give you an indication here of where it's trading off of. And as you could see, it traded towards that previous day low and bounced off of that previous day low. So and bounce off of that mid-range go up. So pretty good tool here if you're looking to trade intraday and see exactly where the market is going. So that's the first indicator. Then the second one, I'm just gonna look at the support and resistance high indicator. So this is the high-low level. Just gonna remove the drawings. Perfect. So this is the high-low level. So basically, it's give you the support and resistance lines and zones off of the current time frame and the higher time frame. So the current time frame here is the ones in this color for me. These are the smaller ones. The bigger ones here, those are the higher time frame levels. So those are based off of the 30 minutes. So this is my higher time frame settings here. 30 minutes for the higher time frame. 15 minutes is my current time frame. So this is where I plot my lines to see exactly where the price is bouncing off of and where to put my stop loss and TP. So that's a good tool to use. Then you have the POC and VWAP. So basically, those are two volume profile. It'll give you exactly a good indication of where the market wants to go. So if the price action is above the POC and VWAP line, it's going to be bullish. If it's under the POC and VWAP line, those will be bearish. Okay. And the lines here that you see here, those are the previous day POC and VWAPs. And you have the current POC and VWAPs that are moving with the market. Okay. So me personally, I only use the previous day VWAP and POC for my lines. I hide the current POC and VWAP because I have the information here. Because of my eye condition here, I'm not able to see the actual line. So I'm only focusing on looking at the dashboard to see exactly if price is above or below the current POC and VWAP and trade accordingly, right? So right now, bullish trading currently above the POC and VWAP. Check the settings here off of that. Seems to be not good. See, so previous day, perfect. Everything perfect, perfect. So keep it like that, perfect. Then you have the signals indicators here. So the first one is the Wyckoff AI. So basically, that includes POC and VWAP uh, volume profile. So, and on top of that, you have the Wyckoff entry. So, depending exactly on the Wyckoff cycle, if it aligns with the POC and VWAP, you're going to have the alerts coming in. Okay, and the alert comes in 15 at the close of that candle to confirm a buy or a sell, and that works on any time frame. So settings here is on the 1 minute here for the chart, and that works on any time, any market, right? And finally, you have EMXAI. So this is one of my first indicators that I created here, and you should see that on my YouTube channel. We do a breakdown of EMXAI, but this is the newest version here. It's version 7. And eventually, I would have to do a video here and explaining exactly what it is because it did change over the years. But that's the first indicator here. That's based off of ADX, so average directional index. And I added the POC and VWAP value profile to filter out the best entries based off of volume, and that's what you're seeing here. And if you have, let's say, a continuation in the upside here, let's say you were in that buy, uh, if it hits TP3, it could go higher and higher, right? So you can have alerts coming in to tell you that it's hitting TP3, 4, 5, 6, and so on and so forth. So you could customize the amount of TPs you want to receive off of each setups, right? So that's pretty much the rundown of the indicators overall. So market will open in a few seconds here. So we'll see exactly how it's going to react to everything. So I'm just going to open Wyckoff and high low level. And as always, when I look at NASDAQ, see how NASDAQ is going to react. So it had a bullish signal here before market open. So market is opening right now. We have USD JPY as a sell off of the 20-minute settings here. So we have something here, USD JPY. So that USD JPY did TP, I think TP5, yes, at the Asian this morning. Okay. Leon, since you're on the live, can you tell me if you want to wait for the automation to be fully set up to have that traded off of your account? Let me know. That way, we just have to wait it out for next week to have it run on your account. So let me know if that's what you want. So we could just wait out this week and make sure that everything is tested out correctly. And up next week, we will add the automation here on your account. So that way, it will trade by itself. So basically, the how it works here on the automation, I'll show you guys exactly what it is. Uh, Not quite what it is, but you're gonna understand exactly what it is specifically. Right. So just gonna close this out. All right. So I'm gonna switch. Remove the drawing. Which example could I take here? I'll do it on. I'll do it on gold. Okay. So, so y'all can understand. If you were an OG, so that means that you were trading with me or you knew me for a while. You know that the way that I trade is not with candlesticks, right? I always say I'm not trading TNC, I'm trading price action. But basically, what I'm trading on is Renko bars. Okay, so Renko bars is instead of having a candlestick to open and close and have wicks and all that stuff, the Renko bars is average true range indicator that's giving you bricks of where the price is going in the future. All right. And you have access to it on a trading view. So if you go on the top here, for me, it's already there. So I have to click on it once. And it's going to switch my chart to Renko bars. All right. So this is basically Renko bars. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit more so y'all can see. Those Renko bars are really small. So basically, the Renko bars here is providing you with the price action here of the market, but without the noise, right? So how the automation works is that will identify reversal patterns here off of the Renko bars and trade accordingly towards the Renko bars. Okay, so that means that let's say you have a reversal here around that point here, this break or this break, because the breaks are really fast or slow depending on how the market moves. It's going to trade in that direction. So that means that you're going to have a sell coming in, and then when the market reverse, it's going to go in the opposite side. Okay, so that's how it works. So that works on the 15-minute chart, and since there's a lot of price action, you're going to have up and downs in between. If let's say the price goes against you, it's gonna cut you off and go back in the market in the right direction. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing here is how the I'm just gonna put it back as candlesticks again for you guys. Second thing is how the management works on the automation. So I was able to code by myself a trailing stop and a trailing take profit. Okay, mechanism that will secure your profit and extend your profit if the price goes in your favor, right? So what am I saying here is that, let's say, example, I'm just going to put two lines here. I'll put three lines, okay? So I'll put those three lines here. So I'll change the name for this line here as my entry. Okay, so that's the entry. This one is my TP, so take profit. And this one is my stop loss, okay? Okay, so perfect. So this is take profit, entry, and stop loss, okay? So how the automation works is that if, let's say, price goes near your profit, okay, it's going to start to trail your stop loss near your entry, and then it's going to trail your take profit higher, right? And your stop loss will go in profit. Take profit will trail higher, okay? So as long as the price is going in your favor, you won't be out of that trade unless your stop loss hits trillion. Okay, so this is how everything works on that. And like I said, the logic here is off of Renko. So I'm just gonna put it again here if you missed it. I'm just gonna do the Renko. All right. So if you see here, the entry was here, right? I'm just gonna put it more precise off of Renko, so that way you're gonna understand. So let's say that was the entry, and it started to trail. So based off of that, I'm just gonna go lower because the trailing was high because we did have some price action at the bottom. So originally your take profit was above here, and then you had this. So I'm just gonna start it again, guys. So that way it's gonna be easier for you guys to understand. Put it here and this here. So your entry is right here, right? So I'll put a horizontal line so y'all can see exactly where the market, the trade was taken. Boom. So you had a signal here for buy for the automation. You will automatically plot a take profit and a stop loss. Okay. So if the price goes in your favor, I have it as $20. Okay. So if it goes $20 in the take profit is at $20. If it goes $5 in profit, that $20 take profit line will increase. So it will go higher. All right. So I'm just gonna it will go higher. All right. And at the same time, your stop loss will follow your trailing stop, your trailing take profit. All right. So it will go higher. And as long as the price is going in your direction, in your favor, as you can see, that that trade, that example, the trade went from here to here, right? So that was bullish from here to here, right? So what's going to happen is that the management will always trail here until we have an opposite signal for the downside, because price needs to go down and up every time, right? Let's say it started to go down at that point. You'll be out of that trade, or it will be hitting your stop loss in profit, or hit your TP in profit. So this is how it works. So that will basically eat up the market here 24/7 by following those rules. And the only thing that you need to adjust is your risk. So right now, like I said, it's really low risk. So I'm risking like $60 here per trade, and it made that much profit here since April, right? So that means I would be able to increase my risk if it if you know the math. So if I'm risking 0.5%, or I would say 0.25%, 0.25 to 0.5%, that would be the maximum. It's gonna crank up a lot of profit here. So if I do 0.25%, so that will be what, $500. $500. So I would say if it was $500 per trade, more or less, that means that let's see here, $500 per trade. That'll be more or less. You have me. I made maybe three thousand to $4,000 today if I increase my risk that high, right? So, but it's really the first day, so we're gonna wait it out and see exactly how it goes. So that's how the automation works here. So like I said, Leon, I don't know if you're on the live. Let me know if you want to wait for the automation to be completed so we could load that to your account. We're going to start small and then starting to increase the risk here along the way. And that will be fully automated here. So you just have to put your settings and you leave it alone, and it's going to do its thing here. right. So if you didn't, if you missed the explanation of how the automation works, make sure to watch the replay of this live here. But I already did the breakdown here off of that, so it should be pretty simple to understand. All right, so 949 here. So make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. As always, we're gonna have another live session here at London tomorrow, 2 a.m. And we're gonna have a New York session here. So we should be on for course CPI. So 8:15 tomorrow. So before core PPI is core CPI is out. I think it's at 8:30. If I remember, it should be at 8:30. Yes, at 8:30. So we're gonna be live at 8:15 until 9:45, 10 o'clock. All right. So make sure to minimize the amount of time that you're on the chart, guys. So we're not here to catch all of the moves. Let the automation do that. If you want to be have an actual routine, just trade 1 to 2 hours a day. Don't stare at the chart and don't go back and forth on different time frames for trading because it's going to mess you up. So just focus on one time frame and stick to it. Please check Renko on German 40 50-minute chart. It is bullish now. So you said German 40. It's gonna open this. So you said look at the Renko So you said, please check Renko on German 40, 15-minute chart. Is it bullish now? Okay, so the Renko is the price action info. Okay, so if we go, so this long position here is off of the price action. So if we go back on the regular candlesticks, the Renko is off of this candle only this candle, right? So if we zoom in, price went down and up. Price did this. Gonna put a trend line. So the price did this and this. I think you can see it here. So price went down. So it did this, did this, and this. So if we go back on that Renko, that's what you should be seeing here. See, it went this. You see the lines that I plotted? You see it magnified? So this is what I was showing you guys. So this is basically the candle, the price action for the candle that you're seeing here. That doesn't mean that it's bullish. The candle is bullish. The actual candle, that candle, the last candle that is being created here is a bullish candle. That's the only thing that it's saying here. It's a bullish candle right here. You see that it didn't basically the Renko that you're seeing here, it's like if you're zooming in on those candles and see exactly the Renko bars off of those candles. It went down, started to go up. Hope that's clear. So Renkos is like candlesticks, only without the wicks, all the noise, you don't see them. But that doesn't mean that the market is going the price action is going up. But overall, you should look at the market to see that if it's going up or down. So I hope that explain everything for you, Leon. All right, so one last round of questioning here, and we're gonna close it out. On my end here, I'm just gonna monitor the automation to see exactly what's gonna happen here until the end of this trading session, until the end of New York. So until 4. So we still have a lot of time left, around 6 hours still. We'll see exactly in 6 hours what's gonna do. It went back down a little bit, but we're going to see exactly if it's gonna. a little bit more. If you have any questions, guys, let me know. Perfect. And yeah, and Leon, let me know if you want me to wait for the next week to add the automation. So that's what's going to be running on the account here. So let me know of that. So that way we're going to pause trading this week and we'll have a CPI, PPI today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So and Friday we don't trade. So but the automation will trade before and after news. So let's see exactly what's up, and it will give us an idea exactly on how much it did off of a two standard with automation. And if you do a calculation here on a higher time, a higher lot size, it will. Okay, so you have a 1 hour buy signal on SSP 500. That's perfect. It's starting to go down. So you said SSP 500 on 1 hour. Yeah, that's what I see here. So you have a buy signal here. You're trading multiple time frame, Leon. As I can see. Are you more comfortable on trading 1 hour and instead of the 15 minutes or 5 minutes? Just All right, perfect. So we're going to close out the session here, guys. Thank you so much for being on this live. So we're going to be back on London session here at 2 a.m. So it should be interesting tomorrow. We have, of course, CPI news at New York. And I think we have any red folder news at London. No, we don't have anything at London. We do have a German 10-year bonds auction and a 10-year auction for British pound. But for the rest, we have core CPI, CPI month to month, and CPI year to year. And the crude oil inventory here, that'll be out. And we have the 10-year bond auction here for the US. And we have, let's see here. Yeah, that's pretty much it here off of that. But next week, I'm really waiting for next week for news in regards to the interest rate to see exactly if it's going to be cutting the interest rate. So that'll be interesting. All right. So that being said, guys, we're going to close it out now. Thank you so much for being on this live. We'll be back on tomorrow at London for another session here with yours truly, JDFX. All right. So have a great one, guys.